way, why would you leave Jaden Daniels?
You got to protect the kid too. That's another guy. I mean,
Well, it brings up a great question. We get away.
Elmer Fudd clever? Don't make me laugh. The fact is, Elmer Fudd is the dumbest hunter I have ever had the pleasure to encounter.
Okay, Wabbit, we'll see whose IQ is PU.
Marriage
is what brings us
together today.
Welcome to Pour the Whistle, and we will talk about shapes and colors.
Tell you what, we'll just talk about shapes and colors now.
I think that is a good discussion to have right here.
Shapes and colors?
No.
Another thing we learn at school is how to count. Can you help me count these cars?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job.
Blow the Whistle, your greatest little internet radio show everywhere you go. Always live on sportsoundchicago.com.
Let's get it.
And welcome into Blow the Whistle here on SportsTownChicago.com. It's me, it's Double D, David Dykster, and I'm here with my boy,
Andrew Pepe Valentin.
What is going on, Valentin?
Man, it has been a couple of weeks.
You're telling me that old stomach flu that was going around knocked me on my buttocks for a good week.
Obviously.
Hey, I lost 10 pounds though. I'm a little more svelte than I was before.
Who says there's nothing good in sickness?
There you go. Yeah. Lost a good 10 pounds. I'm trying to put it all back in 2 days though. I've been gorging for like the last day and a half. It has not been.
Because you got to hibernate because it's cold outside.
I had a whole package of cream cheese, TGIF cream cheese poppers yesterday.
God.
And then
that sounds good, but
and then I sat there and I looked at the lady and went, "Oh,
yeah, exactly."
No. I may have pushed a little too hard.
Yep.
And then you break out in the jalapeno sweats.
Well, you do.
Well, no. Typically, I don't.
Okay.
But I do have some issues right now in my life where I should probably, get them taken care of. But
before the insurance runs out,
it is what it is at this point. Boy, do we have a lot to talk about. We've got NFL conference games. We have the college football national title game.
Yep.
Which, if anybody was wondering if Fernando Mendoza was a dude,
he proved it.
Good night.
He proved it for sure.
Good night. Even though he is a robot. I think that's a status quo.
Or a vampire. I mean, he very much looks like Edward from Twilight.
He doesn't twinkle in the sun, though.
That we know of.
He's putting on SPF.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. So Kurt Signetti, it was LeVar Arrington I heard on Two Pros and a Cup of Joe. He said Kurt Signetti looks like he's from Interview for the Vampire, and I can't deny that.
Kurt Signetti?
He looks like he woke up and he just went, bleh.
I just love the fact that they win the national title, like with that interception, and he's not celebrating. He's telling all his players, get back on the sideline.
He's so Nick Saban. It's unreal.
I'm telling you, this might be the reincarnation, but we're going to get to some of that.
Yeah.
We're going to get to the coaching carousel because I have a bone to pick. I'm very happy on one end, but I have a bone to pick on another.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, you and me both.
What? 1995? What? Not even that old. 2005.
There you go.
We'll go 2005.
Yeah.
Also, we're going to go a little off the rails. There's some things that I want to talk to Andrew about that I've been doing while I was sick that was very interesting. I haven't watched a UFC fight.
Yeah.
In probably 10 to 15 years.
Okay.
But now that it's on Paramount for free, ladies and gentlemen, let me reiterate that.
Thank goodness.
Paramount Plus is doing UFC fights, the quote-unquote pay-per-views and the quote-unquote fight nights are now free
Yeah.
if you have Paramount Premium.
It's not like it's hidden in the packages
No.
as it is for some companies out there who decide to put it on a platform and seem to sell it as like, oh, it's included like with your package, and then when you try to pull it up, it actually says actually you have to pay the $39.99 if you want to watch the pay-per-view, and then we kind of go, oh, then this is not what I want.
See, this is where I think we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about it, yeah.
Off the rails.
Yeah,
Let's
absolutely.
talk about that
Absolutely.
off the rails.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go back to what, 2010?
When these two matched up,
Was it 2010?
2014.
2014.
Yeah.
Hey, at least I was close. If I got it within 5 years, I was.
Yeah.
I knew they had done it.
That's funny. Some teams have really been asking for that too. If we're in 5 years of winning a championship, you know.
Yeah, that's all we need. Steelers.
Was gonna say it, but
Let's go. Let's start off with Snowmageddon.
yes.
Patriots defeat the Broncos 10-7 in what was a barn burner.
I think I was at the dentist more like it, pulling teeth.
Yeah,
Oh.
that rough, absolutely rough game, and it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the play, but the weather just crippled everything.
That's the biggest thing, is that the snowstorm coming in and the winds too clearly had
It was legitimately swirling.
Yeah, that whole, well, because of how the build of that stadium is, everything condenses in, so it's like a mini tornado effect, which awesome, cool. So now it's snowing and it's a tornado, like awesome. That's what we've got in this stadium.
Now we
right
need our sharks.
Yeah, exactly. That's the next one, by the way. They got to go to Mount Everest or whatever it is. It's from there.
It's the Snoke Schnarnado. The Schnarnado.
So stupid.
But it's what they want.
It's what they want. But like this game, even without the weather, I think still felt like it was going to go this way because of how we've seen these two teams perform. Where for the Patriots, it's more so been in the playoffs, where their offense all of a sudden now seems to almost not be in hibernation, but it seems to be kind of taking like a step back, and defense has kind of stepped up more. The Broncos have been this like all year long. Like, even though Bo Nix isn't in there and it's Jared Stidham, it's still the same style. It's still the same system.
By the way.
Nothing changed.
By the way.
Yeah.
Stidham with probably one of the most beautiful deep balls I've seen in a long
In that
time.
weather, like, that's a beauty. Like, that's why this guy was a number one quarterback in the country at one point. But no, the problem is that that's been the Broncos' MO all year long, right? It's they constantly are kind of like playing in the back, and then in the fourth quarter, it's show up time. And I'm sorry, in the playoffs, like, yeah, if you're the Bears, that can happen, sure, against the Packers. But almost did against the Rams, almost. But
Can I ask you a real quick question, not to get off on a tangent? If you're Ben Johnson, do you go for two?
I think I would have. I understand the decision to not go for
just
it.
the absolute.
I understand it.
I understand why he did and went to overtime.
Yeah.
I truly do. But here's where I come in. Then it's psychology for me.
Right.
You have completely broken the complete backs
Oh, yeah.
of the Rams at that point.
Absolutely.
Where you're going, I can't believe they just did that
Right.
on the last play of the game.
Like, now you have completely put them in. Wow. Okay. There's nothing left.
And
for
you're
us to
telling me
do.
your genius mind can't come up with a play that can get you a 2-point conversion?
Yeah.
That was my only thing, and it wasn't even a harsh criticism because I understand why you go for that extra point to tie it.
Right.
Yada yada. You're grateful to be there. Yada yada yada. But at the same time, I was like, just the like, you could see it on the Rams sideline.
Oh, they were dejected. They had if it were not for that interception, which you can go any which way you want on who you want to blame on that. I know which way I go on it, but
Well, let's see if we agree.
okay. I say DJ Moore.
It's DJ.
Yeah.
completely stopped running on that play.
Yeah, he slowed down at the top of the route, which was not where he should have been slowing down. He might have been looking for the ball in a different location, which maybe Caleb's going to take the argument for that, but everything that shows how that route looked like it was going for, he should have been right in front of Cameron Curl.
Yeah.
Or if anything, come down and get in front of Cameron Curl so that he can throw it a little bit shorter to complete the pass. Adjust for your quarterback. Or yes, Caleb could have adjusted for him too. You can go either way, I think, on the argument.
I blame DJ.
But I
You're
put
the
the
veteran.
blame on DJ.
You're the veteran,
And that's
dude.
why he'll get traded for Max Crosby in the offseason.
Whoop, whoop. For all you Chicago Bears fans.
Hot take, I know.
Not a hot take at
No,
all.
everybody's arguing on that.
Even Max Crosby went, yeah, I'd be interested in hearing what Chicago has to offer.
Why wouldn't you? But as it pertains, to this game for the AFC Championship, it played out how I thought it was going to play. I just thought the Broncos would still find a way to come out on top.
They couldn't get their running game going.
That's been their problem. I feel like for a lot of this year is the inconsistency within the run game, not being able to help set up Bo Nix and then he has to pull off his little dazzles. Well, now you're at Jarrett Stidham, and nothing against the guy, like you said, he made that fantastic throw, but he's not your starter. He's a backup that has spot starts. He can play well on the get-go.
Like you
here
said,
and there.
there's just he has every tool that there needs to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. He's just missing that, as the French would say, that certain je ne sais quoi.
Yes, essentially, yeah. And had they been able to establish more with R.J. Harvey and the rest of that group, they might have been able to win it.
No one's throwing in that weather.
Yeah.
No one
should be. No one should be, but, they tried.
And by the way, the balls on Josh McDaniels to go, you know what we're going to do here? We're going to do a naked bootleg.
They won't see it coming. Because you don't look at Drake May and go, that's a runner. Like, he's able to run, but you don't look at him and go, well, that guy's going to be able to make it. No, nobody and their grandmother's thinking that. I would never think that. Caleb, yes. Jaden Daniels, of course.
Which goes back to the whole.
So why would you put a spy on Drake May?
Ben Johnson, why are you running right all the time? Let Caleb do a naked bootleg.
Of course.
Come on. But anyway, no, beautifully called, beautifully executed.
That's why he's one of the best OCs ever.
And to put it on Drake Mays, I thought he was done. Because that guy, I thought, had the angle on him.
It looked like it.
He just out chugga choo-chooed that guy.
Drake May's pretty big.
Yeah,
but even still, that's full momentum coming at that dude. That's like, ooh, you could cut him in half at the ribs and call it a day.
Yeah.
Like, that could be a breaker. So it's unfortunate because I did have the Broncos, I thought, pulling away from it. Again, I thought Sean Payton would go into his bag of tricks and figure out a way to do it.
And we're going to talk about this later in the show because there's a big controversy, big talks going on about whether the weather.
There you go.
Jesus. Whether the weather does have these adverse effects on these championship games,
Right.
to where you're not getting the best team, but the team that survives the elements.
Yeah, that could definitely be the case.
We'll talk about it in a little bit. Let's move on.
Yeah.
NFC Championship. Good. What an absolute. If I might quote my pasty-faced, freckled, red-haired brethren, what an absolute banger.
That was absolute. What's that meme of Martin Scorsese? Absolute cinema.
Yeah.
Absolute cinema. Two rivals who don't like each other just powering through, and absolutely just a dominant performance by both.
And can I say thank you, referees, for letting them play
Yes.
football.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
This gives let me say this to all the Bears fans that are out there. This gives you hope.
Yes.
Because last year, Sam Darnold looked like absolute doo in his playoff game.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen Sam Darnold play better.
No. That was he outperformed Matthew Stafford. You have to say that, I think. You have to. by his numbers, by his own play on clutch third down and touchdowns. He outplayed Matthew Stafford. He outplayed the Rams defense.
Yeah.
Picked them apart. And this is where I never was the supporter of his because I always thought he could end up a bust. So I was dead wrong on Sam Darnold.
I've been a Sam Darnold cheerleader ever since he mollywopped Penn State in the Rose Bowl as a freshman. I'm like, okay, this kid is a dude.
He had all the tools, but I never knew if he had that, like we say kind of with Stidham, that next level of being the guy.
The je ne sais quoi.
Exactly. But this guy is now the franchise. Like he was that for Minnesota last year, and they let him walk. Now he
How's
goes
that working?
Yeah, exactly, right?
How's that
Minnesota
working?
kicking themselves in the ass.
J.J. Carmichael.
Yeah. But now you got Seattle, who goes in and you go,
Targeted Sam Darnold.
Said they wanted him. They wanted him. Goes in there, and then I found an article from one of Seattle's newspapers that said that Clint Kubiak was ecstatic to get Sam Darnold because he fits his offense to a T. Because he played with Clay, his brother, in San Francisco, and Clay was raving and craving about this dude when he was there. So he knew what he wanted. And because of that, they beat his brother, Clay, and San Francisco. They've now beaten the Rams twice and now have leverage over Sean McVay.
Do you want to know the best move? Do you want to know the best move I think Seattle made this whole entire season?
Which is?
I think them trading DK was probably low-key the best thing that they did all season long.
I was going to say,
because now all of a sudden you've got Jackson Smith and Jigba going, hold my beer the entire NFL.
Right now, he is above an approach on any of those wide receivers from that class at Ohio State.
I'm going to say this right now.
Until Marvin
if
Harrison
anybody
Jr.
could have
proves
brought down that ball that was thrown 5 yards outside the end zone, I was like, he's gonna catch this.
Yeah.
And get a foot down somehow.
Yeah.
Like go gadget toe. Whatever it may be.
Exactly. The DK thing was always that you have to throw to him because he's the big target. You paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. Like, why wouldn't you want him to be your number one dude? This proves, though, why you put a first-round pick on Jackson Smith and Jigba. This is why you make him the number one wideout when you traded DK and said, all right, it's on you. Like, Lockett's gone, it's you.
Yeah. Not only trade DK, but you let Lockett walk as well. And you go, this is your house now.
Yeah, you are now the leader. Take control of these guys. Be that man. And he's gone above and beyond. Like, right now, of all OSU wide receivers, he's at the top of the list of current guys, not all time. Chris Carter, unfortunately, still holds that.
I'll say this much. It's going to be very interesting. His work ethic is ridiculous.
Oh, he starts, like he said, he's like, as soon as the season's over, I'm back in the training room. I'm getting ready for the next year.
Yeah.
Like, that's that winning mentality.
He might take a day. He might take a day.
Maybe. Now he might take a day because you're going to the Super Bowl.
Two weeks in a day. He might take a day just to
roses.
As he wins MVP. Possible.
It's possible.
I might lay a little money on that. I'm not.
Listen. If there was ever a year where you could say a quarterback may not win MVP, this is kind of the year where you could look at two guys and go, one just broke a record, the other one just helped carry a team right now to go to the Super Bowl. Like, I find it very hard to say, like, you cannot see these guys winning that title.
By the way, I do love Sean McVay's reaction when somebody asked if Matthew Stafford will be back next season. If he wants to play, hell yes, he's back next season. What kind of question is that?
Yeah. Sean knows what he wants, and he wants Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
But it's up to him. It's up to Stafford if he wants to come back or not. It's going to leave the Rams in a very tough position if he decides to say I'm retired. But he knows.
Nah, Ty Simpson's out there.
Okay, well, listen, I guess if anybody could figure it out, it would be watch him go get Mac Jones and just turn him into something.
Tua.
God, Miami would be so upset if Tua came out and just had MVP numbers. Leading the Rams.
Tell me a quarterback that hasn't gone there and gotten better.
That's true. Well, Jimmy.
Well,
Jimmy didn't really get better. He
hasn't had his opportunity.
I know. And Stetson hasn't played yet. So.
Well, that's because
that's the thing is, like, you could probably send Kyler Murray there, and you could probably say he could fix him. Sean McVay is that kind of guy.
Give Sean McVay a dual threat quarterback.
I mean, the way they draft,
The way he schemes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
their talent, from their ability to maximize for the most from late round picks and up, and like you said, scheming wise, it's fantastic. Like it's so hard to find the holes in the armor for that. It's there. It's just hard to find.
What freaks me out is the fact that he's barely 40.
Yeah, he's 39.
Yeah.
So he could by the way, he's almost at 10 years now. So when he decides he's like, I want to take a break, he can go take a break, go do broadcasting, and then come back and still be young enough.
I want to hear him in the booth.
That'd be something.
I would
And people have talked about that. Like, what if he does decide, like, I want to take a break? He goes to broadcasting. He can still come back in like 40. If he takes 5 years off, goes back.
20 years from now, we're not going to be playing Madden anything. We're going to be playing
McVay. Or Brady.
No, I go McVay.
Yeah.
I like McVay.
That's fine. Yeah. I mean, this game, though, this to me says Mike McDonald is now in that young geniuses group of head coaches.
Defensively, is there?
Oh, he's the difference. Why are the Ravens so bad?
Why is Seattle so good?
Exactly.
Here's my thing. That secondary is nasty. Nasty.
I understand the Tariq Woolen thing. That's a bad play. That's a bad move on him. You can't taunt.
You can't get burned on the play after, though.
You can't get burned on the play after. Not by Puka. The guy you're the same size as. Although I will say, Iman Mori, don't be arguing with your teammate, man. Come on.
Rook, keep your mouth shut.
Although, he's good. I will give it to him. Like,
you can be as good as you want to be. Shut it.
But that whole group of Emanuari, Woolen, Witherspoon,
heat of the moment stuff. It happens.
It happens.
I love that. Brady said it beautifully. Families fight, man. It's just one of those things.
That's what it is.
Sometimes you'll see it. Sometimes you won't.
Brothers fight, and guess what? Brothers that come together like they do make plays constantly. This is like Legion of the Boom 2.0.
Yeah.
That's what this feels like. And
there's no pass rush.
No. What do they need to do? They've got their front four.
That was the thing. Stafford's sitting back there, and I'm like, anybody?
No.
Anybody want to just maybe even sniff Stafford?
Yeah.
Just a little?
No,
we got this.
I loved it. I saw people commenting like, man, he's got like all day to throw back there. It's like, yeah, because he can't throw to anybody. Everyone's covered. You got the linebackers sitting back in zone. You got all the guys going man on man. Who are you going to throw to? Everybody's on their dude. Matthew Stafford's lucky he was able to toss the ball up a couple of times, because otherwise he'd have to be like, oh man, I got to run this football now. Otherwise we're not getting any yards.
The fact that he ran for a first down was epic.
That was Peyton Manning was proud when he did that as a Bronco and he ran in for that touchdown. He was proud.
Proudest moment ever.
That was the slowest touchdown I ever seen since Peyton Manning ran that sucker in for the Broncos in 2013.
I don't know, Drake May, even though he made that first down, that was slow.
He had a little bit more get up. Like, he had a little bit more get up.
He was also probably 20 years younger than when Peyton did his rollout for the touchdown.
Peyton was 40 years old going like, oh, God, Elway made this look really easy, man. How does he do this? I'm done. Time to retire.
I need the mask.
But yeah, this is a Seattle team now that it may be a little too early to jump the ball on, because they've just ascended to this moment. And, you go year to year to see what happens. But this feels like that kind of team where they're young enough, well built, the money's in place perfectly, where you can see them doing this for the next 5-6 years. Like, this is the kind of thing that you look at and go, it's not like the Russell Wilson Seahawks necessarily, but they could have that same kind of linear dominance in the NFC West for a long. Like, it could be them and the Rams going to the NFC Championship for a while. Well, with the Bears trickled in there, I will say, for Bears fans' sake, here and there. But yeah, it feels like this will be the new rivalry that everybody will say, pin this on your calendar every year for 2 weeks. Like, this is the game to watch, because this will probably decide who's going to an NFC Championship, who's winning the division.
I looked at the girlie yesterday and I said, "You realize this game is the Super Bowl?" And she goes, "No, it's not." And I said,
"Yeah, it is. 100% it is." All the dramatics were there. All the fireworks were going off for everything about it.
Because if Seattle continues to play the way they played the last 2 games,
they could dominate that game.
Yeah, New England might have a Bears experience again,
and that's where this gets interesting because of the dynamics. And I know we're going to go into it when we get closer to the Super Bowl, but just off the cusp, the dynamics of these two teams. Like, just the weight of these two teams are just so different.
I'm selfish, too. I don't want to see them when they're, 7th? 8th? And break the Steelers?
No, it would be a 7th.
Yeah, it would be.
Brady got his 7th with Tampa.
They're tied with the Steelers.
That's right.
With 6.
That's right.
No one. No one.
Well, I mean, the Steelers aren't going to break that mark anytime soon.
Whatever. They're going to draft Drew Allen and go to the Super Bowl next year.
Okay.
All right, when we come back, speaking of the Steelers, what the hey-hoo-ha-ha are we doing? We'll talk about it next here on Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.
Chicago sports for sure.
SportsTownChicago.com.
It's the summer of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. To reach peak summer mode, you need your summer coffee. Like a smooth, new s'mores frozen Dunkin' coffee, a refreshing butter pecan iced coffee, or a sweet coconut cream pie cold brew. What could be better than an iced or frozen coffee on a hot summer day? Nothing. Dunkin' Donuts has all your favorite flavors this summer. So come enjoy the summer of coffee and keep cool out there, kids. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
When car dealers fight for your business, you win. AutoJudo.com makes car buying fun by letting dealers compete for your business live. Real-time Auto Judo fights are the fast and easy new way to get multiple dealers' best offer on any car you want. It's free and anonymous. Only the dealer you select as the winner of your Auto Judo fight receives your contact info. You're never obligated to buy, so test drive your best deals now at AutoJudo.com. Dealers fight, you say,
Yo, check it out. We got the finest pizza in all the land. Italian Fiesta is on deck, and I'm telling you, it's a hit. These pies don't miss. No matter what time you get the munchies. Pepperoni, extra cheese, turkey Italian sausage, they got all the toppings. Italian Fiesta delivers until midnight during the week and 1 a.m. on the weekends. Plus, you can use your Uber Eats or Grubhub if you got the app. And if you ain't rocking with the pizza that night, try one of their sandwiches or pasta. And they have plenty of side dishes, just like me, if you know what I mean. Hop online and go to ItalianFiesta.com or call 773-684-2222. Piece of pizza, that is.
There's only one place to watch your favorite sports team and have mouth-watering pizza. Come on down to Moretti's Pizzeria, where you can get a pizza for half the price every Tuesday. Try out our delicious varieties of pizza, sandwiches, and much more. I don't know about you, but a gooey mac and cheese pizza with a size of cheesy mozzarella sticks and watching sports sounds like paradise to me. Stop by at one of our 12 locations near you. We're open 7 days a week, anywhere from 10:30 a.m. to midnight. Visit our website, Moretti'sRestaurants.com, for delivery, catering, and even private parties. Moretti's, we bring the fun.
Did you know that Club New in Aurora is the ultimate entertainment complex? Monday nights, it's free football and darts in the sports bar. Tuesday night is league night. Join the pool and darts team. Wednesday night is ladies' night at Club New. All the ladies get in free. Gentlemen pay a $5 cover after 9 p.m. Thursday night starts the weekend off right with college flashback night. Low price drinks, retro music, and an awesome buffet. Friday and Saturday night, it's the hottest dance club in the suburbs. Club New Nightclub and Sports Bar is located at 2121 New York Street in Aurora.
You've tried the it places, but they leave you hungry with an empty wallet. That's where Gretel comes in. They got what you really want. Visit their chic, lounge-like gastropub and try one of Chicago's top burgers, the Gretel Griddle Burger. The house-made bun and garlic aioli set this one apart from the rest. And don't miss half-price oysters, 4 to 6, Monday through Thursday, with rotating drafts, craft cocktails, and portions that don't skip. This is one of Logan Square's best-kept secrets. Monday through Thursday, 11 to midnight. Friday and Saturday, open till 1. 2833 West Armitage. Gretel, let's make this a night. Visit GretelChicago.com for menu and more.
Welcome back to Blow the Whistle here on SportsTownChicago.com. I'm David Dykstra. I'm here with Andrew Valentin. And, yeah. What the hell, Pittsburgh? What are we doing?
Trying to get you mad, obviously.
They're trying to get the whole Steel Nation mad, I think.
Maybe.
Oh, he's a Pittsburgh kid. I don't give a crap. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, the Pittsburgh Steelers have hired Mike McCarthy as their new head coach.
Yes, I have.
Why? Because it worked so well in Dallas?
Well, I mean, it wasn't terrible. It
wasn't.
Let me.
That's like saying you're going out with somebody. How's she look? Yeah, she's got a great personality.
Well, here's. Yeah, right. I know.
What are you doing?
Said that plenty of times.
What are we doing?
Hey, Chloe. Oh, sorry.
Woo!
Ooh, did I let one? No, I don't care. She don't listen. Or maybe she. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. So let me try to spin this best I can for people. Okay.
You spin it round.
I'll try my best. Well, look, for Pittsburgh, right, you're coming off of 3 years of basically defensive-minded coaches, right? This is your first offensive-minded hire since the early 60s. Like, these aren't the only 3 coaches that have been there for Pittsburgh. It's just the 3 that have been there for the Super Bowls. So now you're going to an offensive-minded guy who's proven to put together some solid offenses in the past. The argument that I've heard, and it's probably as close as you can find, is he's the offensive version of Mike Tomlin. Like, he'll give you just enough wins to kind of get playoff bound, stay relevant in the conversation, but playoff time comes around and he just can't get over the hump because it's a decision he makes, or it's a bad play that somebody makes on the field.
Once again, let's look at the division, though.
Yeah.
Browns, who cares?
I'm going to get into that here soon because I just got news from them, by the way, too.
What test are they doing now?
No, not who they, and it's not who they hired, by the way. It's yet again somebody else is saying I'm good because that's ridiculous. But please,
you've got the Browns.
Right.
Once again, they're good 5 years away from being anything kind of remotely relevant.
Yeah, 5 years away from 2035.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. You have no idea what's going to happen at Baltimore with the new regime. Jesse Minter.
It feels better because it's young, but I don't know if it's different.
But once again, is it different than what John
He's
Harbaugh,
a former Raven himself as
John
a coach.
Harbaugh was doing there?
It's where he started.
Two, let's just put this out there. If they don't fix Lamar's attitude, ain't nothing getting fixed there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because if those reports are correct, where he dictated to Baltimore that he needed John Harbaugh out of there, he dictated when he practiced, he dictated games that were going to be played, not played, all this stuff, because now he's that guy.
Right.
There's bigger issues in Baltimore than there need to be.
Absolutely.
Now, the one big glaring issue let's go to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And I had somebody tell me the other day, and I think this is very true. I think everybody better watch out for the Bengals next year. And I'm going to say that with all in good faith and everything like that. Because if this team stays healthy,
they can compete.
They can win it all next year and not blink an eye. Because Joe Burrow has that chip on his shoulder of, all right, this is what we did this year. And once again, I got injured.
Yeah.
But my contract's coming up. Who knows how long they're going to keep Chase, Higgins, and that whole clan together.
Right.
This probably is the last year to go, this is who we are. This is what we are. And he may come in there, and it might be blitzkrieg on the entire NFL. Stop us if you can.
Could be. It really is going to fall down to, can Zach Taylor, can this group in the front office, can they put it all together, get a draft class in there, get the right free agents signed to make that difference? Because from where I standpoint, you're fine on the offense. The line needs help, sure, but that's a few things you can fix. You need that defense upgraded. I'm not saying it's got to be great. It's got to be just above average. Good enough to shut guys down. Just shut them down. That's all you need. I don't know if they can do that.
You need an average defense.
You need an average defense, and you're going to probably
gives up 20?
Probably, because you're losing Trey Hendrickson more than likely. He's going to be out
I
there.
don't think that's a huge loss.
No, not at this point. And he might come back anyways because he saw what his value was during the whole trade talks. Who wanted him?
Nobody. Oh, they wanted him.
Well, yeah, but for
Just
the
right.
price that the Bengals were apparently
Fourth and
asking for.
fifth.
Exactly.
Fourth and fifth round pick. Yes.
And they didn't want to give that up. So,
then now you have the Steelers with Mike McCarthy.
yes.
There is a big gaping hole in that whole franchise right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's no quarterback.
Correct. As of right now, the talk is that Aaron Rodgers is not going to be returning because he wanted to be there for Mike Tomlin. Tomlin obviously stepped down.
Thank you. Put the quotes up there. Thank you.
Because I still believe that the Roonies went, look, I think our times have parted, but we don't want to fire you for the look that we want to be able to give. We want to make sure that you just step down.
100%.
And I think he was tired too. To talk about this just quickly for Tomlin's sake, seemed like he was getting tired.
You want to talk about a guy I want to see in a pregame show?
That'd be awesome. He'd be great for that. Him and Brady being a back and forth on like a pregame show would be amazing.
I wouldn't even. You know what? Hey, Rex Ryan.
I'd actually like to see him and Rex together, actually. I think that'd be good.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
That'd be fine.
Because they have differing...
Actually, it's probably going to end up being CBS.
Probably.
Because they lost Pat Ryan.
Yeah. Well, Maddie's taking a better job.
Yes, he has. He's doing a phenomenal job so far.
So, listen, this could be your Chris Spielman. Look at what he did in Detroit. Look at what he's done with those Lions.
I'm just telling you right now. I said from the get-go, I wanted. If it wasn't, I was hoping and praying LaFleur the Green Bay was going to be stupid enough to get rid of LaFleur. They weren't. I took the second best guy out there in my eyes.
I think it is a solid hire for them because where they struggled more than anything this year was consistency within the offense. You're giving him back his quarterback in Kirk Cousins, and you're giving him his new mentor in Michael Penix Jr. It's a perfect combination for him. And Baker, shut up, dude. Did you see his tweet?
No.
He put out a tweet that was like, can't wait to see them again next year. Gonna be a lot of fun. Like, basically, he's taking a slide at Stefanski because he blames Stefanski for pushing him out.
Fine.
Which, by the way, not his call. Not his call.
Fine. Blame him all you want.
Yeah. Because they're probably going to win the division considering how you played. I'm putting that out there now.
The one question mark for me was them retaining their D coordinator.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, because I'm very wishy-washy on this.
Mm-hmm.
Earned the spot, Ulbrich?
I would say so. The way the defense played down the stretch there, yes. And his development with the rookies is what's been paired to it. Jalen Walker is going to be one of the best if he keeps going the way he's going. And James Pierce put on like maybe 5-10 more pounds of muscle. He's just really skinny looking, but damn, he bends. He's like Gumby out there. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like, the dude just gets around and he can get to the quarterback and stop the run too. Like, if he weren't so tall, I would say, yeah, play linebacker, but the dude plays edge perfectly.
So, my question to you...
And Watts is that could be your stud safety with Jesse Bates to shut everybody down.
Yeah.
And Terrell came around finally, too.
It's amazing what happens when you have complementary pieces.
You never know, and maybe in the second round, they go get his brother. Not a bad 1-2 punch.
Not a bad. That being said, the question now remains, though.
Yeah.
What do they do? Where are they looking? Who are they looking at for that all-important position? Do you go out and just not so much say rebuild, but reboot?
I think you...
And I truly do mean reboot because you still have a defense that can put you in positions to win games 17-10,
right,
10-7, things like that.
That's the problem, though, that I see with this is that you've invested so much in the defense that it makes it impossible for you to go out and get a young coach and say, let's hit the rebuild button. Because I kind of feel like that's what this franchise is in need of. Like, not to say they can't.
Just a control alt delete. Let's run it back.
Because they've always been, let's try to win right now, right? It's always fill a guy in, find a guy, fill a guy. And they've been good at it with the draft especially, right? You go from Heinz Ward to Antonio Brown to Juju Smith-Schuster for a short time. And then you go into like, you find George Pickens. Like, you keep finding guys to fill in the holes where you have them in the draft. That's great. And you get some free agents that come in. That's great too. But they've never been able to hard reset. And the problem with that is you don't get a chance to fully like change out the regime and identity and the culture, right? Because as long as TJ Watt's there, as long as Cameron Hayward's there, defense is going to kind of be like, that's still Steelers football. And it's not like, that's not a bad thing, but this isn't the 70s. This ain't the 90s. It's not the 2000s. It's not even the 2010s anymore. You need to start shifting toward, this is what we talked about with the Bears, shifting towards the new offensive-driven style of football.
Which, I mean...
Don't abandon the defense, but...
Mike McCarthy is that guy.
Yes. That's why I'm not saying it's a bad hire.
I believe they have two gaping holes on the offense. Number one and most present up front is QB.
Yes, of course.
Number two is running back.
That's where I'm kind of like, I was a little flabbergasted at the fact that they didn't attempt to give Caleb Johnson, who at Iowa looked like he could have been a guy.
Doghouse. He was in the doghouse.
He had to have been something. Like,
he was in the Tomlin doghouse.
I can't buy
from preseason.
Yeah, I can't buy that Jalen Warren was that beloved. I guess he was, because I mean, and he's a good number 2 back, but you need that guy. You need that Le'Veon Bell. You need that Rashad Mendenhall. Like,
so
guys of Steelers past.
So can I throw out a name?
Sure, by all means.
Third round.
Okay.
Katron Allen.
Sure. Nick Singleton too.
I don't think Singleton's there in the 3rd round just because of his dual capacity of being both a solid running back, but also being great out of the backfield.
Yeah.
I think Singleton. Just from
more teams will like his stuff than they. Allen is your bread and butter. One cut, take the ball up the field.
He's very. And trust me, everybody. I'm gonna get crap for this, and I don't care. He's very much a Derrick Henry-esque kind of running back. One cut, gone. One cut, I'm going up the field.
You're not saying he is Derrick Henry. You're saying he's similar to that style. Kind of what, I'm taking this a little bit farther, but Emmitt Smith, where Emmitt Smith would be one cut and I'm gone.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't have to dance around.
Not so much gone, but you can have breakaways with K.
In the first 5 steps, he's going to probably be at full speed.
Yes.
And that's what you really want. And that's what the Steelers have. You haven't had that probably since what? Willie Parker?
Maybe.
That was maybe the last guy I remember. Le'Veon Bell never really even ran at full speed, according to him. And that's crazy to think.
He waited for his blocks to develop and just walk through them.
Which is just nuts. To think that he never put it into full gear, that's insane. That's like saying you had a Ferrari and you're like, yeah, I was on a straightaway, but I still wanted to go only 55.
But to me, on the offensive side, those are your 2 big keys that you need to...
You need a quarterback that
and you
can
need a
settle
number
in.
2 wide receiver.
Yes, but that's something you can still always find, and that's nothing they've never had a problem with. This is the first time I've ever looked at the Steelers' run game and gone, it feels very mediocre.
It does.
And the quarterback thing, like you've said, probably in the last 2-3 years of Big Ben's career, we've all kind of watched it go and said the quarterback's becoming a problem. And it's not that Rodgers was bad this year. He just looked more NFL pedestrian than he ever has.
Yeah,
he looked more average as a quarterback than I've ever seen him before.
His arm strength is probably a pace off of what it used to be.
Yeah.
Which makes it easier.
42.
Makes it easier for... And by no means is it as bad as what Ben's was in the last 3 years Ben played.
That was a fall off.
His arm just looked like it was detached from his body.
Yes.
That being said, I know the Ty Simpson thing has been floated around as the potential fix.
Right.
For Pittsburgh. I don't necessarily think it is. I hate doing this. I really do, because you know me. I don't homer a whole bunch.
I know.
But if Drew Aller's sitting there in the second, third round, fourth round, he might be a diamond in the rough.
It's a project.
Here's my whole thing. I don't, and we've had discussions off air about this.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much of a project it is. Is it a project mechanics wise? I don't think so. Is it a project mentality wise or like psychology wise? Maybe.
Yeah.
Because that kid got beat down so bad at Penn State because of being in the wrong effing system.
Right.
That he might have a little bit of the, I mean, that's what killed Hackenberg. Well, that and the fact that he was drafted by the Jets.
Yeah.
But
that'll do it usually.
The kid for 3 years heard footsteps because that's all he heard when he played at Penn State was footsteps because there was no offensive line there.
Right.
So I'm saying if his psychology is good, I know his mechanics are good. We've watched his mechanics for 3 years.
Yeah.
Throws an accurate deep ball, which DK will salivate over.
Well, yeah. That's if he can stay healthy and if he wants to play well.
Which I think he does. I
don't. I have so many questions on him.
Really? Express. I mean, we're going down an AFC
I know.
North
It's
rabbit
just-
hole,
it's-
but
there's an attitude with him that I feel like is very much leaning on the diva side, where he got his money and now he's satisfied with it. So his performance is not necessarily the go-to thing that he needs to do all the time.
Is that because he had games where he completely disappeared this year?
Possibly. I mean, that's the thing is we will never know because we will probably never get that answer from him.
Let me ask you this. And I'm just gonna when teams played him properly,
right?
Because there were no other places to throw the ball,
right,
for said quarterback.
When everything came underneath because he was shut down,
right? What do you expect?
No, absolutely.
But when defenses were go, let's go 1-on-1 with the kid,
right?
He showed us up.
He's just I need to at this point he should have had more of a route tree to his name, and he's still while he's developed, I think, a little bit more of one, he's still just feeling like the one trick pony. That's the thing is that at this point, like he should have more to his game. I feel like, and it's still just kind of like a go route.
And I guess that's fair.
It just it feels like had Pickens been able to keep his head on probably more tightly and not been so argumentative, I think, with Mike Tomlin and gotten under his skin, he still would have been probably the best wide receiver maybe in that group.
Let's be very real when we say this. The whole George Pickens situation is a PTSD reaction to Antonio Brown.
Yeah. And
they did not want to have to deal with that ever again.
Yeah. And it wouldn't shock me if George Pickens hits free agency and the Steelers go, I mean, that was Mike Tomlin. This is Mike McCarthy. And if Mike McCarthy wants him, like, maybe he works better with Mike McCarthy.
That 1-2 punch would be ridiculous.
Listen, if you're saying then let's go get a veteran to fill in the gap while we work with Drew Aller to see if something's there. What better way to say we've got DK Metcalf who can stretch the field. We've got George Pickens who can be the every level wide receiver. He can work the short, the middle, and the deep ball. Why would you not want that? And you keep Pat Freiermuth and you keep Darnell Washington can stay because he's the big left tackle that plays tight end. And then Jonnu Smith is just a wash. Like, that trade doesn't have any value. You tried to force that to happen.
Don't understand it.
He probably should be playing more of what Kyle Jesowich.
Arthur Smith wants 17 freaking.
He loves Jonnu Smith. That's the problem.
That and he wants 17 freaking tight ends.
Well, yeah, but for some reason, it's him in Tennessee. I want Jonnu Smith. It's in Atlanta. I want Jonnu Smith. It's Pittsburgh. I want Jonnu Smith. What has he got on Arthur Smith? I just don't understand. But
they had a party one time, and
probably it was with Diddy.
I will say this. It is very interesting to me to see what, and you know what? Maybe we'll do this in weeks to come. Now that the draft is coming up, and things like that, maybe we start breaking down each team and what their needs are, where we think they're going, especially with this coaching carousel. Raiders still haven't hired anybody. We're going to get into the Cleveland Browns. Do you want to do that now, or do you want to do that in off the rails?
I mean, let's do it
in off the rails.
We can do that because
the hiring process for the Browns is off the rails, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, dude, jeez Louise.
Yeah, they another man. Yeah, another
SAT
man
scores, ACTs.
Yeah, you got to get a 20. You got to get a 35 or perfect on your SATs.
What are we doing?
Yeah. Also, you got to get a 95 on all your homework, and I mean, we can get into it now if you really want to. Because we've already started. Like, I'm already hyped up on them.
We'll hit it. We'll hit it in off the rails because
we're not the dregs of the league. Really? Sure about you? Sure about that?
You sure about that?
You sure about that?
Yeah. Couple other things. I think low key. I think the LA Chargers may have gotten themselves.
That's a perfect 1-2 tandem.
I think
that's Jim Harbaugh being able to say, I don't have to really worry about the offense. I can just go to Mike McDaniel and say, all right, let's figure this out. Like not like
and the whole thing it will
that's how you get your ground game going.
Jim Harbaugh ground first. But I was like, what do you think they were doing in Miami?
Yeah, this just extends their ground game to say, all right, here's Jim Harbaugh who has...
Isn't Achane a free agent this offseason too?
Pretty sure.
That'd be a nice 1-2 punch.
Yeah, we'll see if he stays in Miami. I don't know who wants to stay in Miami. They did just hire Joe Philbin 2.0.
Well, yeah, what was that hire?
That's John Eric Sullivan, the guy they hired as the general manager, going, I know Halfley, I trust him, but... I don't know. I feels like it's Joe Philbin all over again.
I will
Mr. Substitute Teacher.
I will say this. It's going to be very interesting to see where some of these former head coaches land.
I think Tomlin's taking time off. Legitimately, he's taking time off.
I would not. Once again, I'm going to say this. You're going to have two former Pittsburgh Steeler head coaches.
I did not realize
on that panel.
He has two kids in college, like deep into college now. He's young. That's the thing is like he's in his like mid 50s, early 50s.
50, bro.
Is he? Are you sure?
Yeah, he might be mid 50s.
I think he's mid 50s.
Yeah, I think he's mid 50s. My bad. My math wasn't mathing.
What really drives me nuts is when I found out that Cignetti and John Harbaugh are the same age. I went, no. I looked it up and I went, yeah. That didn't make sense to me.
That's my okay. Can I get to this real quick?
Fox.
Can I get to this real quick?
Please.
That's my biggest issue with the Pittsburgh thing.
Mm-hmm.
You have a Western Pittsburgh suburbs kid.
Yeah.
Who just took the worst team, which we're going to talk about next here.
Yeah.
segment. The worst team in college football history.
Yeah.
And in 2 years made them a national title contender.
Yeah.
Why?
Why not kick the tires?
At least.
And
you know what I got from all my Pittsburgh people? There was no interest from Pittsburgh.
Was there now? Here's
no interest in reaching out.
Was there any interest coming from the other side though?
Probably not because he's focused in on what Cignetti is focused in on.
Because that's what I'm wondering is was there ever a point? Because that's the thing we don't know about Cignetti is
he's come out and said he's a college football guy,
right? But that's the thing is you can say that, but everybody says stuff for the cameras and the podium.
Yeah, I get that as well.
Is there or was there interest in the NFL? Because if there still is, I mean, there's two jobs that are open that I think you could hit one of them and you could still land, I think, pretty well. One of them goes back with your buddy, your robot buddy, and the other one you go with a potential title contender. And you're an offensive-minded guy who completely shifts the tone of that team, I think.
I think for me at least, when I hear that, there's only one franchise he would ever.
I think so. Because you grew up watching that team win Super Bowls,
and
like,
oh my God, would there ever be a dude that fits the Pittsburgh Steeler mold?
You started your coaching career in. I didn't realize this. He started his coaching career at Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
IUPUI, baby.
No, it's IUP now. But I also didn't know too. That's where his dad coached.
Legend
Frank Cignetti, all-time leading.
Got recruited by him.
I remember you saying. It went through my brain when I was looking at it. I'm like, Damn, I didn't realize his dad. I'm like, oh wow,
Got
oh
recruited
yeah,
by
that's
him.
right. He made the Hall of Fame. I completely forgot about that.
He was a badass. back in the
Clearly,
day.
Kurt took in the genes.
and took it to the next level and
'Cause he's-
coached under some unbelievably great.
Yeah, well, I mean, Kurt's record there too proved that he took that program to a new level.
He is the definition of a dude betting on himself.
And that's why I think that Cignetti works in the NFL too, because he's got the same energy as Jimmy Johnson, as Pete Carroll, where it's like, I'm not going to coach from the armchair. I'm going to coach on the field, in the grass, with a whistle in my mouth, telling you what to do, and then showing you what to do if you do it wrong.
I don't think. Okay, so I wouldn't go.
He's not as young as those guys.
I wouldn't
but
go
he's got that
Jimmy
same energy.
Johnson. Jimmy Johnson was a charismatic.
No,
kind of
in terms of the personality, they're complete opposite.
Yeah, to me,
But
Cignetti's that guy that doesn't show personality until
Right.
the job is done.
But I think in terms of the work you do before the game on Sundays and Mondays, right?
Oh yeah,
there is that. I'm not going to just sit on the sidelines and watch like we've seen with a lot of these coaches. I'm not going to manage it. I'm going to coach you. I'm going to work with you. I'm going to make sure that if you throw it the wrong way, you're going to get your elbow up. You're going to straighten out your arm, and you're going to throw it the proper way I tell you to.
Remind me again how many 4 stars and 5 stars Indiana had on their team?
0. Zilch.
And on that note, let's talk about the national title game that may go down as one of the better ones in recent memory here on Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.
I sound a little cocky, but I think we're legends in Chicago. We really are.
SportsTownChicago.com.
We're all looking to save $1 these days, right? Well, Pino's Old Man is the perfect spot for pizza lovers with the $10 and under menu that'll make your taste buds and your wallet happy. Fried chicken sandwiches, just $6. It's so good I had to start working there just to eat it every day. That's not all. Grab 2 large one-topping pizzas with extra cheesy goodness and a 2-liter soda for just $26.30. Plus, order online and get 5% off exclusive deals. Family owned and operated for 30 years, open 7 days a week, and until 1 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Check them out on the corner of North Main and Willoughby. Pino's on Main.
Oh my God, I need some Pookie's crack cake. Pookie's crack cakes.
Yeah, girl. You ain't never heard about the best crack cakes in Chicago?
They're right there in the Bronzeville area, right at 105 East 47th Street.
They're moist, delicious, premium homemade cakes made fresh daily. One bite and you're addicted.
They got the caramel cake, butter pecan praline, and red velvet. Ooh, and don't forget the strawberry lemonade and a chocolate Oreo dream. They're open Wednesday through Saturdays, 11 to 6 p.m. Sundays, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And they're closed Mondays and Tuesdays.
Early arrival is highly recommended. First come, first serve. They give out tickets at 10 a.m.
Just mention you heard it right here on Real Girl Talk Radio, and you'll get a free butter cookie with your purchase. Make sure you follow them on Instagram and Facebook at Pookie's Crack Cakes.
Girl, where you going?
I gotta go get my crack cake.
Let's go.
Looking for a great bargain? Want to find cool collectibles? Need to get fresh fruit and vegetables for the family? Come on down to Swaparama. 3 great locations, 42nd and Ashland in Chicago, Melrose Park, and Alpha, with hundreds of indoor and outdoor vendors selling clothing, tools, electronics, and much, much more. Have stuff for sale? Become a Swaparama vendor and turn your hidden treasure into cash. Visit their website for market days, hours, and vendor information. Go to swap-o-rama.com. Swaparama, the first leg in flea markets.
There's only one place to watch your favorite sports team and have mouth-watering pizza. Come on down to Moretti's Pizzeria, where you can get a pizza for half the price every Tuesday. Try out our delicious varieties of pizza, sandwiches, and much more. I don't know about you, but a gooey mac and cheese pizza with a size of cheesy mozzarella sticks and watching sports sounds like paradise to me. Stop by at one of our 12 locations near you. We're open 7 days a week, anywhere from 10:30 a.m. to midnight. Visit our website, Moretti'sRestaurants.com, for delivery, catering, and even private parties. Moretti's, we bring the fun.
Get money for that old car sitting in your driveway today. No more insurance payments. No more playing taxi for your friends and your family. More room in your garage with Winning Auto Wrecker. Winning Auto Wrecker comes directly to you and takes that problem car away and off your hands. Call anytime, day or night at 888-555-0910 or go to winningautorex.com and we will take that junk off your hands in no time. You win, we win with Winning Auto Wreckers.
Welcome back to Blow the Whistle here on SportsTownChicago.com. I'm David Double D Dexter, and I'm here with my boy
Andrew Pepe Valentin.
Andrew's just grooving and moving.
Well, because we're playing some music that I didn't know we had. Usually we recycled a lot of the same ones. So
well, it's not new.
Well, no, I know you've had it. It's just
in my.
We for some reason.
Frankie would pick the same stuff every.
Well, Frankie would, but I think we also did it too for like a good 2.5 year span. We're just like pick the same music over and over, and I'd be like, "How are we doing this? Why are we doing this?"
Because we're gluttons for punishment.
Exactly.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. I know it's been a week since it happened. We probably should have, but I was laid up sick, so on you.
Yeah, that's fine.
How about that? How you like me now?
It happens. It happens.
How you like me now? But we did have a national title game last Monday.
We did.
That lived up to pretty much every expectation that you could want. And darned if we weren't right that Carson Beck was going to do something to cost that team the national title game.
I mean, I feel bad for him.
Do you, though?
I do. Because he had an opportunity to win that game. It was in their hands. You get the pass rush on your right side. You're getting rushed on your throw. You hurry it over to a guy that you think's going to come open, but you don't see that the safety's sitting over the top, so the corner can play off his hip. And
the absolute,
boom, interception.
The karma of all this, too, with the kid who picked it off being from Miami.
Yeah, being a Miami native. Yeah. It says a lot for what this... For what this was as a championship. And, hey, good on him, man.
Let me ask you this. Was this the greatest individual effort play that you've ever seen a quarterback make in a national title game?
The dive for the touchdown?
Yeah.
In college, I would have to say so.
He got blown up twice.
Yeah.
Twice on that play.
And he still fought through it.
And held onto the ball.
I've never seen, like, that compares to John Elway taking the helicopter hit in the first Super Bowl to get the first down against Green Bay. Like, it's that kind of a play where you just go like, no, he couldn't have, but he does.
I don't know how he stayed up after the initial hit.
That's the thing. It's like his legs continuing to keep going after you've been smacked twice by defenders coming in to hit you on the opposite side,
and then
you still find momentum.
And then to find out that it was supposed to go to the left.
It's a busted play too. Like he makes that might be the play. With all that known, that might be the definition of the 2025-2026 Indiana football team. They took nothing and made it into an absolute spectacular something. I mean, they're the only team, they're the 12th team in college football since the Heisman Trophy came around in 36, I found out. Through you know how my brain works. I dig and I dig and I do this. 12 teams in college football have had the triple crown, if you will, of a college football season. Undefeated, Heisman Trophy winner that year, and the national title. 12. Okay.
You know who I know it wasn't? Vinny Testaverde.
No, it wasn't. Came so close.
No, he didn't.
Came so well, they were at the title.
They locked him down.
They were at the title. All you had to do was just not throw the football, maybe.
All they needed to do was not show up in camo pants and think their didn't stink.
Well, I mean, they didn't do it this time, so. But this team, here's the thing, though. Of all the teams on that list, like TCU's on that list with Davey O'Brien, Don Blanchard, Army, Notre Dame's on there twice in the 40s, Pitt with Tony Dorsett, Michigan, they were co-national titles with Charles Woodson, but
yeah.
LSU, Bama, Florida State, all of those schools make sense for football. This is not a football school. This is Indiana.
Do we need?
This is a basketball school. This is where Bobby Knight wins national titles. They don't win national championships in football.
Once again, do we need to reiterate to people up until 2 years ago?
715 losses. 715 losses in college football. That's the most in college football history. Their last 2 losses were last year. Their last 2 losses were last year.
First school to go 16-0 in college football since Yale 1894, I believe it is.
When you just set your schedule however you want it.
Like,
it is an unprecedented, it is a remarkable story. And as much as I give hats off to all the players and everything, it really goes to the one guy in charge.
Well, and let us sit here and say this as well. This was not a cakewalk season for Indiana.
No. They almost lost 3 games.
They went into Eugene.
Yeah.
Won. They then go into Iowa. Barely escape.
Yes.
Then go into Beaver Stadium against Penn State, where they have never won.
And they were down, 4th down, and they needed to play to win the game.
And they get it with probably the catch of the year, toe tap.
Yeah.
I give them all. Then let's just do us.
Yeah.
Go and play Ohio State.
The best team in the country.
The quote unquote best team in the country.
Yeah.
Beat them. And then they just go on a roll in the college football playoffs.
I mean, and that's the thing is that, and I know Adam's not here. Adam, I hope you're feeling better too, dude.
Yeah, get well soon.
Get well soon, man. But this Alabama team, I think, is in some trouble. Because I'm looking at the lineup for next year for their roster, and it's not looking great right now. Like, this could be the end of Kalen DeBoer.
Yeah.
And if that becomes the end, then guess what? Guess who's getting the first phone call?
Sig. You think Sig leaves Indiana to go to Alabama?
I think they'll make a pitch. You got better resources. I hate to say it. You got better resources at Bama. And from what I understand, that's one of those dream jobs that he was looking for, but they weren't looking at him. And you wonder now why. You kind of wonder why. Like, was there ever a point where Saban went up and stood up for this guy? Like, or did Saban even not know what he had?
I don't know if Saban knew what he had.
He worked so closely with him, though.
Because if Saban truly knew what he had,
yeah,
I don't think he ever lets him go.
That's the thing. Like, Saban, like Cignetti was there for that first championship in 2009. Like, he built Julio Jones and Mark Ingram and all. He put that together. Did you not see the bones there? Like, clearly you did. You hired the guy when you got back into college football, so you knew something was there. Did you just not know this was there? But I don't know if anybody did. Because even last year, could we sit here last year and say that we saw this season coming out?
No.
Like, and I'm not saying like, oh, we see them going to the playoffs. Sure, you see them going to the playoffs. Could you see them winning the national championship undefeated?
I didn't even see them going to the playoff this year.
Could you even see Fernando Mendoza winning the Heisman?
That's the thing for me. I literally sat there when they went out and got Fernando Mendoza in the transfer portal. I think we both kind of good quarterback.
Yeah. Didn't think he was going to look like that. But this is where I guess, you should give credit to Cignetti more than it. Who did he build at NC State? He built Phillip Rivers. He said, go recruit Russell Wilson at NC State before he left. Why? Because he could see that's an NFL quarterback in the making, clearly. He must have seen something with Mendoza.
He's a great... Once again, we talked about it in the last segment. How many 4 stars and 5 stars did they have on that national title team?
Zippo.
0.
None.
0. And they've got and they've got a handful coming in this year through transfer portal and through.
And that's the thing. Like, this is where getting those guys. Like, this is where the benefit is. Like, I don't know if they can repeat. Like, looking ahead now, like, I don't know if you can repeat it.
Do you want my honest answer?
Yeah.
I'm not going to bet against it.
No.
One, I think you, and this is unbelievably crazy for me to say, but I think you have an upgrade at quarterback.
Statistically, you do.
You definitely have an upgrade at wide receiver.
I'm better be. If Nick Marsh can't play better than Hooper or Surratt, there's a problem there.
Yeah,
he's bigger and stronger and faster. Like that. Like they did. I feel like upgraded.
They're not losing either one of their running backs, are they?
No, Black is gone. He's
Black
a
is gone?
senior.
Okay.
Of all of the guys that came with him from JMU, I think all but Tucker are graduating or declaring for the draft. I should say. And Tucker's expected to declare for the draft. Like Pons is gone, Fisher, their linebacker,
By
is
the
gone,
way,
Surratt's gone.
Can we talk about the smallest cornerback on the field being the best cornerback on the field? Pons is nasty.
Pons is good. Pons is going to get drafted by somebody to play nickel. Like, he's going to be that guy.
I'd take him.
He's got Bryce Callahan written all over him. If you remember Bryce, if anybody
Don't believe
remembers
he's big enough to be a shutdown, but
yeah, he could be a number 2 corner. Maybe he's a number 1. I don't know. I mean, you're asking, he's 5'9", 5'10", basically, but he plays big.
I've also here everybody has Fernando going number 1 in the new mock drafts.
Yeah,
understandable. I'm sure part-time owner Tom Brady is just drooling over this guy because he says all the great robotic things that Tom Brady used to say when he was in New England.
I love it here. It's great. Yes. Wonderful. Delightful. Sounds like C-3PO.
We were symbiotic. That's the one that I love.
Yeah, I know.
We're all symbiotic together. Well, what's symbiotic mean? I'm not sure what symbiotic means, but that's how I feel. Error. Jesus.
Lies start lining up.
I mean, get
enough with the smile. Stop smiling.
So let me ask you this though.
So creepy. Yeah.
You had Indiana win the national title. Is it going to be difficult for them to come back and repeat 100%? Because now everybody knows. Here's my question though.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the loser for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen Carson Beck in the top first round of this mock draft anywhere.
No, he's probably going to be like a second or third round.
Now, do you believe that's because of the mental game? Do you believe he just doesn't have some of the other stuff that's because right now, and I'm going to be very honest with you, early mock drafts, and you know how I love to grade out my quarterbacks in the mock drafts.
Yeah.
Somebody is going to get a steal because I don't know why he's not getting enough pub. Chambliss is going to go somewhere in the second or third round, and somebody's going to get a dude.
As long as you can coach him up, yeah. Because like he shows the awareness and wherewithal to have low turnover ratio. The thing with Carson Beck is he's a high risk, high reward kind of thrower. Like he's got the arm to put that ball down the field. No one's doubting that. He's got the arm strength for it. The problem is though is that when you push the ball down the field like that, you get those kind of like interceptions you see against Sharp that lose you the game.
Can I throw one out there?
Yeah.
Carson Beck to the Rams.
That's a really good one. Honestly. And that's the thing. I don't know where he goes, but if you get him with a good quarterback coach, there's no the sky could be
now
endless for him.
Let's be real. This defense is going to take a huge hit for Miami, correct?
Yeah. I mean, you're losing top linebackers. You're going to lose. I believe one of your cornerbacks and your safeties are gone. Reuben Baines declared for the draft now, so your best defensive players, 88 and out the gate.
And if he wouldn't have, he'd have been the biggest idiot in the world.
By the way, he's going to the Senior Bowl when he didn't have to.
Really?
He's nuts.
There's some dudes making some noise at the Shrine.
Yeah, Shrine's got some guys about to pop
the best one of them all. It's a wide receiver from Iowa.
Oh, Wetchen.
Who's just toasting everybody, and everybody's like, why weren't they throwing to this dude?
Because Gronowski didn't want to. Actually, it's probably not even his fault. It's probably friends being like, no, we have to establish the run.
Run the ball.
Coach, I've got a big old white boy out here. I've got this fast little white boy out here.
Run.
I know. He's got another one still, too, at Iowa, by the way, but for some reason, they don't want to use him. Like, they got guys. Just throw him the damn ball. Yeah, the kid, he's going to probably be special teamer. What's his name? Tim Dwight. If you remember him, Tim
Okay,
Dwight
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
guy, special teamer that can
Atlanta
work,
Falcons
yeah.
legend.
And Iowa legend too, by the
Yeah.
way, as a return guy that can do crazy things, work
He is
his
a
way.
special talent on returns.
He is, and then
He
you
is
work
a
him into the slot, might be able to be a number 2. So Atlanta, you got the best. You can get the best kept, well, not the best kept secret anymore. People are probably going like, that guy, I want that guy.
Yeah, when he runs a 4.3 at the combine, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh,
He might run faster than that. Maybe he's fast.
he's quick."
He's very fast. But
But getting back to the whole Miami thing,
I think, well, I was going to say for Miami, I don't think they're going to hurt too bad because their recruiting class is strong. Their sophomores are solid. Like, a lot of them perform.
their transfer portal is nasty.
Oh, jeez. Now, the only question is, what do you do at quarterback?
Well,
and that now has become a mess because there's all these talks about what was happening with Darian Mensah. He went to the portal and they automatically got locked into like, oh, he's going to go to Miami, which then everybody... By the way, just because immediately when somebody says I'm going to the portal and they put up the crystal ball that says he's going to this school, that doesn't mean tampering automatically, folks. Okay? That's just the predictors going like, we think he's going to go here. Why would he go to Miami? Because Miami needs a quarterback. And who is one of the best quarterbacks in college football? So who are they going to go aim for? They just... how much did they pay Carson Beck again? What, $6 million?
Yeah.
What do you think they're going to pay Darian Mensah?
Michael Irvin's getting into his back pocket right now.
For what? Oh, the money. Oh, yeah, okay.
By the way, did you see him talking about people saying he was back on coke?
Yes.
He's like, highs don't last 5 hours, boys.
Well,
just like that's not the proper answer. It's not the Mike.
I'm not going to comment on any of that.
Mike, that's not the right answer.
Stop talking, dude. You're not helping yourself. By the way, the SNL thing was hilarious. I loved it. I don't watch SNL that much. Yeah.
Keenan was on top of it. Was it Keenan?
No, it wasn't Keenan. It was one of their new guys.
Oh, yeah. It was one of the guys from Kill Tony.
Yeah. He knocked it out of the park. No, I think whatever happens with that situation, unfortunately, it looks like he's going to be stuck at Duke because the judges said that he can't move according to the agreement he had with Duke.
Contract?
Yeah. By the way, guys, I don't know. Duke has a pretty good law school, if you don't know that. Just want to point that
I wonder
out.
if the judge was a alum of...
It's very possible, but... outside of that, Miami's going to have to go find a court, but I don't think they'll have a problem with that. I think they can still find a guy. Like, I don't think that's going to be an issue for them, really. And even if they don't, they have the wide receiver that I can think make a quarterback look better anyways.
Hey, DJ, you want to go? We'll come back to
Florida. Right. This is Jane Rashada. You still looking for a job?
Bailey.
Maybe. But I think they could be back in it. Because what has that ACC got to prove for themselves? Like,
well, let's see.
Clemson is like, oh, they finally just got in the portal and what? They got all defensive players. Ooh, give me a break.
Did they get into the portal?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they, though?
They did. I'm not joking. They actually got portal guys.
I'm saying.
But it's all defensive dudes and one running back.
Who's their quarterback next year?
Vizina?
The fact that you have to go...
I mean, it is Vizina, but I'm saying it like with a question mark. Like, is it? Like, because I don't know who else is there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which, again, we'll get into the draft at a future date, but Cade Klubnik could actually be another guy that...
Diamond in the rough.
He's got the tools.
Get him in the...
And that's the thing. Is this class has... All of them have the tools.
Talent.
It's just... And even Mendoza, like, I don't know... I don't think he's worth the number 1 pick. I don't think he's a top 10 pick necessarily. You should probably take him somewhere between 12 to 18. But what you're getting out of him is...
He's Kirk Cousins 2.0.
I mean, and if you want to say what's the best thing about Kirk Cousins, really, he's maybe one of the best pre-snap read quarterbacks in the last 10 years. And you got him in the 4th round when you were at Washington. And Minnesota got him for a bargain, really. So you're getting Fernando Mendoza, who I would argue to say might be the best pre-snap read quarterback we've seen in college football. And a lot of that I attribute to maybe Kirk Cousins or to Kurt Cignetti. Like more than anything. Like I've given him, yes, as a baseline, I said he was Kirk Cousins' first year in Washington.
I would argue
can perform but needs some seasoning.
I'm gonna argue that statement because once again, I'm really high on Shameless.
Yeah.
I really am, and I could be dirt wrong. I might have to do a DJ Uyunglele thing here with him and just stand on my mountain until I'm proven wrong.
I've got him baselined right now at Bryce Young for Chambliss.
That's not bad.
No. Like if and I'm saying like for what he is right now, like I think he could step into a team with the right coach, like a Canales or somebody like that. And if you coach him up, you can probably get similar performance out of that. If I'm Arizona, I'd pick him up in the 3rd round.
Arizona. I was thinking Miami.
Miami's another one.
Although they got Quinn Ewers.
He didn't look bad. He didn't look bad.
He did.
What does Halfley want to do? That's the only thing.
Run the ball because I'm from Green Bay.
Okay, listen, Josh Jacobs not coming with you.
That being said, to me at least, this draft class is going to be so nasty.
And as far as for like what this pertains to Indiana, this could be the start of something great. Like you go to the draft, your quarterback goes number 1 overall.
You're going to have guys drafted in the 1st round, 2nd round, 3rd round.
I think Mendoza will be their only 1st round this year. There will be other guys taking day 2, day 3 that will be impact dudes. This is where Indiana can use that to build momentum off. I wonder if a job does come open like Alabama, does Cignetti leave? Or if the NFL does come calling to him, does he eventually leave? Is there a point where his coordinator, Shanahan, not related, and Dawes, I think is his name, is the defensive coordinator. I just got to stress that because it is Mike Shanahan, but he's not related to the Shanahan. He looks like him, though. But if they leave, I don't know. Is Indiana going to stay intact? Do those kids then eventually transfer out?
Yeah, Indiana, once Cignetti decides he's done his due diligence, if he never leaves, he never leaves.
Because that's awesome. Saban went to Michigan State and everyone thought, oh, he's building something here. And then he got the LSU job, and we've now seen how his career turned out. Who's to say Cignetti doesn't do the same thing?
Cignetti would love to go down to Alabama for no other reason than to shut Lane Kiffin up.
Oh, I'm sure. And I would be there for it. That'd be the best. You can't. That's the best rivalry ever, where one guy is the loudmouth talker and the other one is just like,
do your job.
Yeah, I'm just here.
Do your job.
He's told it's Bill Belichick versus the loudmouth. It's the perfect blend. It's the back and forth.
So for us, I think this is the. Would you consider this real quick? We got like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Would you consider this the greatest college football story of all time?
I mean, off the top of my head, I can't really think of one that would challenge it in terms of from the almost literal ashes where like they were talking about canceling the football program.
Bad News Bears.
Yeah.
In real life.
This is the underdogs. This beats Rudy out by a mile.
Well, Rudy was fake.
Well, yeah. Well,
the movie.
Right. Well, the story was told, but the story was told because everybody was making it a joke. Let us be honest with that.
Joe Montana, we never carried that idiot off
I know.
our shoulders.
It was a joke. We were just making fun of him. No, I honestly think this could be the greatest story ever put together for college football. It's going to make a great Untold on Netflix. It's going to make a great 30 for 30.
I would prefer 30 for 30.
Yeah. But if anyone, because I've gotten the emails from people already, obviously being like, is this the beginning of a dynasty? I can't say that for certain because it's still Indiana. Like, this is not one of the blue bloods. It could be the start, possibly. But it's so hard to predict that because it's not a powerhouse regime like Alabama with Nick Saban, like LSU or Penn State or any of these other schools. It's Indiana.
Let me say this.
Takes a lot to sell.
And I'll be very real with this.
Yeah.
If he is there in 10 years, it's a dynasty.
I don't know. I think maybe they get one more. One more.
I cannot. I cannot put anything on him anymore. I just can't go. I don't believe it. It's Indiana University. No. I love Kurt Cignetti, but I can't believe in all that is now. That's me going Stetson Bennett will never win a national title.
I get that.
Yeah, I can't do it anymore.
But here's the thing: is just I think at some point his comment about I don't need the 5 stars and 4 stars will land flat because at some point you will run into the teams who have the 5 and 4 stars and they will beat you out. And I know this year proved otherwise. I get that. I understand that. I fully am like, okay, ate my words on this one. But long term, you'll find out those 5 and 4 stars are needed.
Do you think there's a coach that can outcoach him right now in college football?
In terms of outcoaching? No.
That's all I need. When we come back, we're going to go off the rails here on SportsTownChicago.com.
He's right there. It's the bottom of the 7th inning. The last chance to order beer. But we didn't come here to drink beer. We came here to win this ball game.
Chicago's so lucky.
SportsTownChicago.com.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Pizza at your house and you can get it at the store. Uh-oh, here we go. Chicagoland area. Little Caesars is heating up for the summer. Try our new Crazy Puffs, $3.99. Walk-in or delivery. 7 days a week. 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. filled with cheesy mozzarella, pepperoni, pizza sauce, buttery, garlic flavored drizzle, Italian herb and Parmesan seasoning, deep dish Detroit style pizza, $7.99. Super cheesy bread, $5.99. Hot and ready combo, $12.99. And for your daily deals, go to LitCaesars.com. Oh, Little Caesars with our crazy puffs and cheesy dreams. You light up my soul with your pepperoni schemes. With every slice we share, with every moment we did in this piece of love affair. So you didn't hear that just here. You don't want to miss out on these delicious deals. Visit your Chicagoland area Little Caesars today. Cheese, cheese, cheese.
Nobody does food better than our friends south of the border. If you're looking for delicious, authentic Mexican food in Chicagoland's backyard, check out the Topos restaurant. Try their quesadillas, burritos, or my favorite, the 3-taco combo with steak and extra chipotle salsa.
Muy caliente.
They even have breakfast for early risers. Topos is the highest rated Mexican restaurant in Naperville on Yelp. Once you try it, you'll understand why. Visit totoposnaperville.com for their menu, special offers, and online ordering on Grubhub. Pickup or delivery. Topos Restaurant. Open nightly until 8:30, closed on Sundays, located next to the Jewel on Aurora Avenue in Naperville. Experience fresh, homemade Mexican at the Topos Restaurant.
I got an affordable family-owned restaurant for you that won't cost you an arm and a lamb. It's Goodies in River Grove. My Goodies order never changes. A gyros, not a gyro. Smothered in sauce and hot fries on the side for less than $9. If I'm really starved, I'll add a chicken kebab to my order. Looking for more? Try a juicy cheeseburger, Chicago-style hot dogs, or a toasty corned beef meal. I can walk in 7 days a week, dine with my family, or call 708-583-1700. Pick it up and enjoy it at home. Can't stop in? Not a problem. Goodies delivers through Grubhub, DoorDash, and Seamless. Goodies is located at Cumberland, Belmont, River Grove. Goodies bring authentic Greek food to the Chicago.
It's the summer of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. To reach peak summer mode, you need your summer coffee, like a smooth new s'mores frozen Dunkin' coffee, a refreshing butter pecan iced coffee, or a sweet coconut cream pie cold brew. What could be better than iced frozen coffee on a hot summer day? Nothing. Dunkin' Donuts has all your favorite flavors this summer. So come enjoy the summer of coffee and keep cool out there, kids. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Looking for a great bargain? Want to find cool collectibles? Need to get fresh fruit and vegetables for the family? Come on down to Swap-O-Rama. 3 great locations, 42nd and Ashland in Chicago, Melrose Park and Ulsan, with hundreds of indoor and outdoor vendors selling clothing, tools, electronics, and much, much more. Have stuff for sale? Become a Swap-O-Rama vendor and turn your hidden treasure into cash. Visit their website for market days, hours, and vendor information. Go to swap-o-rama.com. Swap-O-Rama, the first name in flea markets. Blow the whistle.
Going off the rails.
Yeah, the train!
That's right. It's time to go off the rails here on Blow the Whistle, and yeah. Boy, is there an NFL franchise that has gone off the rails lately?
It's beyond off the rails at this point.
I'm David Dykstra, Double D as everybody calls me. I'm with Andrew Pepe Valentin.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy. How do you feel about doing homework to get a job?
You know, there's some jobs that I would understand that would maybe be a qualification for it to some degree. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm sure there are
Teachers do
some.
homework every.
Yeah, sure.
Teachers do homework every night, either grading papers or getting ready for the next day's lesson plan, whatever. I know teachers do a lot of work behind the scenes.
Absolutely, as coaches do too. As coaches do as well, of course. It's not a requirement though that I think you would have to be able to be like, hey, you have 30 minutes to solve these problems and figure out how to fix our offense. To prove to us that you're apparently our head coach.
Well, I mean, they do have a potential all-pro quarterback now, so.
Yes. They have a Pro Bowl replacement quarterback. Yeah. If you guys don't know...
I can't tell them. I can't get the words out of my mouth.
It's... I'm sure people have seen it, but in case you haven't. So, the Cleveland Browns, like many teams, fired their head coach, Kevin Stefanski. Congrats to Atlanta for getting him.
Thank you, Cleveland.
They have recently been on the search for a head coach, but it has not gone their way. They've been actually rejected by coaches at this point. Chris Shula, the grandson of Don Shula, the defensive coordinator for the Rams.
Who I thought was perfect for Pittsburgh, by the way.
Yes, absolutely.
I thought, oh my God, Pittsburgh, let's go.
That
Jump all over this dude.
I also thought the Dolphins were going to... I'm like, it's a Shula. He's also very good. Like, it kind of felt like, you know what, might be...
A Shula being a defensive coordinator is just weird.
It is weird, but... but I was like, okay, so Chris Shula's out. Well, Mike McDaniel then turns it down. He takes the job with the Chargers to be the offensive coordinator, which, okay, strange, but...
No, not strange. Low-key, maybe the biggest move in the offseason.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, listen, I think he knows that can propel him to whole new heights as a head coach somewhere else, too. Then you get John Harbaugh, who just outright rejects him and says, no.
Herbert's throwing for 5,000 yards.
Yeah, probably. And then you've got Harbaugh, who rejects them. You have now Udinski, the offensive coordinator for the Jaguars, who's just rejected them as well. And you kind of wonder, well, what's going on there? And there were rumors saying that maybe Haslam directly or indirectly telling Andrew Berry was maybe saying, you got to start Shador as the quarterback, and that was well, those rumors kind of have sifted to the side because according to Tom Pelissero, apparently candidates are being asked to take personality tests, write essays, and complete quote-unquote homework assignments. Which is, by the way, something that no other NFL team does require. They're the only ones apparently doing this, and that is based upon some sort of analytics strategy.
The worst franchise in the NFL. What are you doing?
If you ever needed confirmation of that, this also comes from the fact that Jesse Minter was one of the latest when this kind of report came out from Tom Pelissero, that he also rejected them as well. And you hear that and you go, okay, look, I understand you maybe trying to figure out what the coach's process is, but that's what the interview's for. I've never, ever, in my time of watching football, learning about football, now talking with coaches, because after I saw this, I made a few phone calls. And even though these are guys that are in college, a few of them have been like assistants on rosters, like as assistant to the assistants.
Yeah.
All of them, to a T, said, I've never heard such stupid beep in my entire life to do to a coach. You are completely saying everything you are doing, I'm going to grade and decide if it's a good enough grade then for my team. And then some of these guys went, and if you are the Cleveland Browns, you have no room to grade those guys at all.
None.
So what are you doing? Like you said, what are you doing?
None.
Every one of them, to a T, has said, this is the dumbest stuff I've ever heard.
Have they reached, and this is a legitimate question.
Yeah.
Have they reached out to Coach Prime?
No. Not that I'm aware of.
That would be interesting to me.
That might be their only option.
I don't
Honestly,
know. I don't know if he leaves Colorado, though.
That I would. That feels like a joke too.
Oh,
they didn't know when they pushed us down. Oh, we were the seeds. Nobody clapped after that dude's speech, by the way. I don't know if anybody heard after the video.
There's a whole, and trust me,
motivational speaking, coaching 101.
I am a believer. I'm a Christian. Sure. But that was a lot of Jesus in a locker room.
It's just why do you need all these Tony Ryans sitting in the locker room giving speeches?
Hey, do you know what it feels like to me?
Coach?
Do you know what it feels like to me? Coach Prime, God bless his soul,
Yeah.
found out that he couldn't do it with the big name guys like Warren Sapp and all those guys.
Yeah.
So he's going to these other dudes. The exact opposite.
Yeah, guys I've never heard of, you've never heard of, and they're standing there. Like I said, he does this whole speech. It's a great speech, by the way. It's a great speech. If you wrote it down and said, read this, it'll give you some motivation. You'd probably go, yeah, I feel great about this. After that, crickets.
Yeah.
Nothing. So these kids, by the way, as I've learned now through talking with many of these guys, they will see through the BS of a coach every time.
My question at this point to Cleveland is where do you go?
You're going to have to take the bottom of the barrel. Coaches that, unfortunately, at this point, there is nowhere left for them to go, and there's nowhere left for you to go. Like, you're calling Cliff Kingsbury. You're calling all these other guys.
Wait, surprisingly enough, Cliff hasn't gotten a job yet.
No. Although, it sounds like he and Adam Peters did not have a good relationship, the GM from Washington.
Okay.
So there's some people that are speculating Peters might be talking Cliff Kingsbury down. Because you're going to make phone calls about what kind of guy he is.
If I'm Robert Saleh, I'd jump all over Cliff Kingsbury.
I would too. In a heartbeat.
Cam Ward? Are you kidding me?
That's a dream. That's a dream come true for Kingsbury and for Cam Ward.
Yeah.
That's a dynamic
Get to
duo.
work with a young... I thought for sure he was going back to L.A.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was going to the Chargers. I just think Harbaugh doesn't want anybody that... Like, Harbaugh can now talk down to Mike McDaniels and go, listen.
He wants to be the man in charge.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen, little man. You can be a superstar OC, but you will never be as big as me.
Coach, I'm only like an inch shorter than you. Like, chill.
I can run faster.
I think the Browns, they're going to have to just settle. Like, they may have to go out and get another Freddie Kitchens kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like, what else can you do? That's why you're the Browns. You have completely destroyed the entire legacy of what that franchise used to stand for. Thank God they're not the originals.
Jim Brown's probably going to punch somebody soon, and it's
Paul Brown's rolling in his grave as many times as he can.
100%. The dog pound's like a petting zoo now.
Just leave Cleveland
in the middle of the night.
Yeah, exactly. Just get out of there. Is Mayflower even still around? I don't know,
but that'd be great.
Can you call them back?
I think they are.
Okay, call them back.
They're just not as big as they used to be.
There you go.
I ask you this pretty much every Monday.
Yeah.
Seen anything good lately?
Nah, nothing too much lately. I mean, mostly been kind of just working really hard, kind of just chilling. I did see the rip. I did see the rip with.
By the way,
Matt Damon and Ben Stiller. Jeez,
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. Yes.
Affleck.
Surprisingly good.
Very well done.
Very well done. I was
very sad that the girl from SWAT died in the first 5 minutes of the movie, though.
I know.
Huge fan of her.
Yeah. I can't remember her name, but yeah. It was like, I don't know if it is a book, but it felt like a novel turned movie. And I've always been a big fan of that, as long as it's
executed
done right.
To it once again shows that, yes, Matt Damon can pretty much make anything really good.
He's a fantastic actor.
And Affleck knows his role when he's with Matt Damon.
It's a great way to put it, actually. It's a great way. Well, the only time I've ever seen Ben Affleck kind of maybe be at his best, where he's the more dominating actor, was Dogma.
But see, even once again, he's with Matt Damon.
Well, yeah, but
Matt Damon's talking so much stuff about Affleck,
of course,
that it makes it, because
it's a great 1-2 punch.
Affleck is the biggest over actor I've ever seen.
Well, yeah, I watched him in that movie, whatever it was, where he's the basketball coach.
Yeah.
I know it's based off a true story, but like, he's not selling. He way overplays it.
While I was sick, I was on a couple weird trends.
Yeah,
I rewatched some movies that I hadn't watched in a while, and I don't know why. I was
Good
on
movies, bad movies.
I was on a natural disaster kick.
Okay.
So like I watched, because Greenland 2 is coming out.
Ah, yes.
So I don't know if
appropriate timing too.
I don't know if I'd ever watched. I don't know if I ever watched the original, so I did.
I've never either.
The original. Go watch it. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's on Netflix or Peacock, one of the two.
Okay.
I can't remember. really good.
Okay, it's like end of
suspense filled. It builds it.
Okay.
It really does.
All right.
And there are moments in that movie where I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Listen, any disaster movie that's better than Day After Tomorrow, I'll take. That movie.
That's not a hard.
I don't know. I used to
You could watch Disaster Movie, the parody of disaster movies.
I mean, I don't know why I used to like that movie. Like, I tried watching it recently because it was free on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't understand why this was a big budget blockbuster. Like, nothing about this movie's good. Nothing about it's clever.
No.
Dennis Quaid is phoning it in the whole time. Jake Gyllenhaal puts his heart into it, I will say.
Jake Gyllenhaal puts his heart into everything.
Does he have an Oscar?
No.
No?
Should have got one for Roadhouse.
Should have got one also. No. Stop it. Should have got one for Nightcrawler, really.
I love
Roadhouse.
Are you kidding me? He should have gotten one for Darko.
Yes, 100%. Danny Darko, absolutely.
And then I went from there to real military movies based on real events, and I watched 13 Hours again, which
great movie.
Good night.
Yeah, I mean, the shots they say are taken straight from the transcript of what happened.
Yeah. So,
like, what's described from the soldiers that survived that incident. So,
other than that, like,
I did see a movie. What am I talking about? I saw Marty Supreme.
Okay, there are such polarizing opinions of this movie that I have to know.
It's weird.
That is okay. Can I sit here and say that is what is in when it comes to like Oscars and things like that?
It's the same director as Uncut Gems. So keep that like that is like its whole.
Uncut Gems was such a slow start.
Yeah, I know. It's also built upon trying to like give you anxiety, which not maybe something people should be watching nowadays.
Somebody told me it should have been a vampire movie.
Yeah. Well, the ending for Marty Supreme was supposed to apparently be that like he was a vampire at the end. Like that was like the whole. I don't want to give everything away, but like
please don't. When it comes out on like Peacock or
it'll probably come up on like HBO Max. It's an odd movie, no doubt. Like it's strange beyond belief.
I have to before the Oscars happen, March, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Again, I'm gonna have to watch Sinners at least 2 times.
They got 16 nominations, and they rightfully should. That's the best movie. It should be Picture of the Year by my account. It's so well shot. It's so well done. It's so well written.
They better get best score.
Oh, by far.
That music in that movie,
yeah,
makes that whole movie.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and everybody in it is just fantastic.
Yeah.
Miles, whatever his name is, the main character playing in it, I think he should certainly win for Best Actor. I would give it to him. Michael B. Jordan. Not Michael B. Jordan, the other one. Miles, I can't remember his name.
He's Best Supporting Actor.
Best Supporting Actor, okay.
Oh, yeah. The older African American?
No, the younger kid. Yeah. The one that the story's based around.
Okay.
Who plays the guitar.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Him. Because, by the way, that's his first ever acting job.
Dude, he finds him.
Ryan Coogler should direct every big motion picture.
Sign him on for MCU. Just everything MCU.
I know. He's probably gonna knock it out of the ballpark. Jeez. The one right now I'm kind of scratching my head at is I'm so worried about what it's gonna be like is the Odyssey. Because I keep seeing the pictures and people talking about what
I will never ever doubt Chris Nolan ever.
I get it.
The dude has not made a bad movie ever.
I get it. I'm just like that book is so long. How long is this movie gonna be?
4.5 hours. Oh, I'm gonna call that one right now.
Is this gonna need like
4.5 hours?
I remember going to see Return of the King, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. That's a 3.5 hour movie. They had to do an intermission. And in that intermission, I looked over at my dad, who, by the way, wanted to go see this movie too. He's not even a Lord of the Rings fan, and he's asleep. After one of the biggest battle scenes I've ever seen. Like, big clashing and everything, and he's just up there. And I'm like, Dad, wake up. And he goes, what? And like, he's like, is the movie over? I'm like, no, intermission. He goes, intermission, like loud, so everyone can hear. He's like, I'm going to get popcorn. I'm hopeful it's going to be good. It looks good from the pictures, but until a trailer comes out, the waters are wavy.
I will.
That's a reference.
I will put you on to something that is a little different than anything else in its genre right now.
Okay.
The new Game of Thrones show.
The Night of the Seven Kingdoms or whatever.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It is in between House of Dragons and
it's like 100 years before Game of Thrones or something like that.
It's in between House of Dragons and Game of Thrones.
Right.
But it is nowhere near what either one of those were.
I saw the trailer for it, and the tone of it was so different because I was like, it's got
action, but it's got a lot of levity to it too, and there are Easter eggs everywhere.
That's what I've heard. Is like it's got that, and it's just got like a hit of like humor to it as well. And when I watched the trailer, I just kind of went, "Oh, it feels a little bit like what it was for Dungeons and Dragons." Like when I went and saw that movie.
Dungeons and Dragons was weirdly a very good movie.
Not weirdly a very good. It is a good movie.
I have to ask you.
Yes.
You are a God of War fan, right?
I am. Not the biggest, but I am a fan of it.
How do you like?
The casting? Love it.
You like Opie?
Yeah, I like it.
You like Opie as Crypto?
As Kratos?
Kratos. There you go. Crypto. I am not a gaming fan.
I know. No, yeah, I like him as Kratos.
You do?
Yeah, I think he's.
It's gonna be weird to see him with a bald head.
Because he's got the Viking haircut, but he's got the beard for it. Like he can sell that. He's got the voice too. He's got that big voice that Kratos has. I can't do it, but it's that deep voice.
Well, yeah, I know.
Because the voice actor for him is just
huge fan. Yeah. I'm just a huge fan of him. He was great in Remember the Titans.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he can pull it off. I do.
Unbelievable in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. No, I think he can. He's got the physique. He's got the voice. He's got the tone. He's also, by the way, a fan of the games too. So he understands the lore of them.
Okay.
So I think, because that's the whole thing like I have with John Bernthal with the Punisher.
Okay.
Like not a fan at first of the thing, but he said he walked into a comic book store and the comic book guy took away the comics he was going to buy to learn the character, gave him the right ones, so he got the part right, and then he goes, "Oh, I'm a fan of this thing now." And now he is the Punisher.
Punisher is dark.
Yeah. And so because of that, I'm fully in. I'm like, yes, you are perfect for the role. Now it's about, can you write the story around Kratos? Because Last of Us Part 2, I was a little disappointed with.
I have not gotten back into that yet.
Yeah.
And well,
I was a little disappointed.
I heard they killed off what's his name.
Well, they had to kill off Joel
because he's
not a spoiler, by the way. If you play the video game.
Oh, really? That was okay. So then, not a huge spoiler.
Yeah.
I thought they killed him off because he's so damn busy. He can't.
No. Well, that too. But yes, he is.
That boy is in everything.
I know. Jeez. No, he's in the game. His character gets killed off, but he comes back periodically through the flashbacks, which is shown through the show too.
Okay.
It's just they condensed a lot into a show that they really didn't have to. They could have, I think, put in a part to explain more of what happened in the middle, and then you could have done part 2 instead of automatically going to part 2. You could have just been like, and let's see what they've been doing along the way, and then get into the storyline of what it was in the second game. Because there's no say if they're going to make a third now.
I've heard rumors that they've greenlit Voltron finally.
Has it been like 20 years? How long have we been waiting?
They should greenlight a Voltron. Thundercats should have been greenlit years ago.
We got the Masters of the Universe trailer.
Thoughts?
I don't know what to think yet.
Did you know Jared Leto's playing Skeletor?
I did see that. I don't know what to think. I don't know.
Are we getting Joker from Skeletor?
I hope not. I really hope not.
I think
I think he can do it.
I think See, a lot
I
of
believe
people,
in him. I do.
a lot of people bag on that version of the Joker.
Not the worst.
It was a different version of the Joker in the comic books that he went with.
You couldn't go the side of Heath Ledger because that's his. You couldn't do what Jack Nicholson did. You can't do what Cesar Romero
That's
did.
the comic.
Those are too comedic. They're too kid friendly. Well, Jack Nicholson's maybe wasn't kid friendly, but it's too.
It turned into kid friendly,
and you certainly
It's
can't.
like, it was like
right.
Willy Wonka.
And you don't want it right. And you don't want to do what Mark Hamill did.
No.
So you've got to make it your own. And I think, unfortunately, two producers probably got it mixed. Sounds like they did get in the mix and like, we need to make him more for this generation. So tattoos and all that stuff. So, which is fine.
But one of the best things about that was the smile tattoo on his hand. And
I liked it.
That was fantastic. I was like, ooh, that's different. I like that.
Yeah. And so I was never against his take on it. The execution, I think that was behind it, and I don't blame Snyder. I blame the studio more than anything.
Well, let's see. It's going to be very interesting to see what James Gunn does with.
Well, I think guess what? James Gunn is not probably being told, "Hey, you got to cram everything that MCU did in like a year and a half," because that's what apparently that's what they wanted from Snyder. See what the MCU is doing. We need that in like a year and a half. Well. They've been doing this for 8 years, so you want all of that condensed. Yeah, we want all that condensed so that we can make the money. Where do you think hero fatigue came from? That's where I think James Gunn, that Superman movie, knocked it out of the ballpark. Don't tell me his origin story. Just put me right in the action. It's Superman. It's Lex Luthor. Let's go. All right, cool.
I will say this, and I'll be very honest with you. Jason Momoa looks...
Dude, he knocked it out of the ballpark.
Awesome.
You looked like Lobo. 100%. I know there's people that are like, it's just Jason Momoa. Yeah, of course it's Jason Momoa and Lobo. It's Lobo. He's Jason Momoa.
Why do you think Momoa wanted to play this guy for so long?
He's also like one of the strongest too, so you know his scenes are going to be awesome. And
I love that they're going with the whole...
He can't die either, too. Like
dark side of Supergirl kind of.
I love they're leaning into like, if we're gonna go dark, let's go dark with it. Like that's what the DCU has always been.
What the hell do you guys think Peacemaker was? Peacemaker was not a good superhero show.
This tells me we're gonna get the death of Robin. That's what this is signaling to me, and I will be honest. Reading that comic when I first read it, I did cry. This is emotional read.
Chris O'Donnell's gonna die. No.
As he screams from his parents falling from the trapeze.
Oh, good night.
Val Kilmer, you're the only one that I trust. Can you take me in? Yes, you will be my ward. He will be my boy.
And then
R.I.P. Val.
And then all of a sudden, it's George Clooney
and his bat nips and the bat credit card. Can't leave home without it. What a sellout, man.
Once again, though,
I get sponsors, but come on.
Once again, though, I give George Clooney a lot of freaking credit.
Yeah.
Because he comes back in that Flash movie when he doesn't have to acknowledge it ever.
No.
And is Bruce Wayne again.
I will say that was props to him. And he does, in that Batman Robin movie, he does do his best, I think. As best as he could.
Well, at that point...
What could you do with that movie?
At that point, Batman had turned into, okay, let's get the cool actor of the time.
Right.
But let's get some really kick-ass villain guys.
No, and Arnold Schwarzenegger knocked it out of the ballpark with Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze. No one in their right mind thought Jim Carrey was going to be great as the Riddler, and he absolutely destroyed that.
Oh, he took the 60s Riddler character. I forgot who did the acting for that, but he absolutely just copy and paste it, and it's perfect Riddler. It's not the dark, gritty one we know now from this new Batman, but I liked it still.
I love
it's the comic book one.
I love the evil characters in the new one.
I can't wait for that.
That's what I loved about.
So excited.
That's what I loved about Gotham so much when Gotham was a thing on Fox.
Such a good show.
Penguin was awesome. The Joker was fantastic.
Yeah. What's his name? I can't remember.
Was that Sarngard?
No.
No.
It was the kid from Shameless.
Shameless, yeah.
Who's in the Jedi video games.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
And you had all the Riddler was fantastic.
Well, Selena Kyle, you had the kid that played Bruce Wayne. They all did great.
Yeah.
I
It was
mean,
a great show.
Gordon played a great shot in there too. Like
The fact that thing got canceled made me angry.
I like the fact though that they knew they were getting canceled. And they're like, we're rounding this out the way we want to.
Yeah.
Like I saw, what was it? It was an article that one of them said they're like, we basically stopped listening to some of what the producers were saying and just did what we were going to do because we knew they weren't going to check it. So we're like, we're writing the show we want to. We're ending it on our terms, and that's the best thing you can do.
That's what TV needs again.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some great TV on right now. Tuesday nights on ABC are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Will Trent is, if you guys haven't checked out Will Trent yet,
yeah,
unbelievably well done show. You go from Will Trent to probably the best new show I've seen in a long time, High Potential.
Yeah. Yeah.
High Potential's hilarious, yet
well, she's fantastic.
Yeah, she's
awesome. She kills it in Always Sunny every time.
She's phenomenal.
I thought she was good in The Mick too. And I think that show was short lived.
And then you got The Rookie, which for the last 8 years I've called the best show on television.
Yeah. Don't watch Kim Kardashian's show either. That sucks. It's the lawyer show that she's on. It's on Hulu. She's a lawyer, basically. Yeah. That same person, by the way, made Beauty. I watched one episode of it. No, thank you, Ashton Kutcher. You tried.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't.
It was intriguing to me. Is it
seemed-
going to be a slow start, or did it get?
Maybe I might give it another go.
I was going to watch 3 episodes back to back.
Yeah.
And that's typically what I do. Is I'll watch 3 episodes back to back, and then make my decision.
Yeah.
On whether or not it's worth me watching anymore. Once again, like there's some good shows out there. Sheriff Country's been a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Okay. Yeah, I still have to start that. I have not watched it.
Not as bad. It's been quite good, actually.
Okay.
I'll give it a thumbs up for a rookie season. Fire Country's still doing its thing. It's tailed off a little bit.
I think they're coming to the end.
You think they're gonna?
I think they're coming to the end.
Because
they just got a lot going on with that.
He's one of those guys that I think could be a leading man.
Yeah.
If he decides to go and do movies.
He was in the Bates Motel series.
Okay.
I love that series. He plays Norman's brother. Because it's like a more modern telling of Norman Bates, basically.
Okay.
And he plays his brother and Caleb, and his character arc is spectacular in that show. Because he's always suspecting his brother, thinking that he has involvements in these things, and it's just him kind of carrying on, and eventually it comes to that climax point for them. So, but no, the only other show I've really been watching, Animal Control, with Joel McHale.
Okay,
I think it's good.
See,
I think it's funny.
I was on Dutch.
Okay.
With Dennis Leary.
Yeah.
Because I've always been Rescue Me, for me, is one of the best things.
That's a fantastic show.
FX has ever done.
That's a great show. That might be their crown jewel, honestly.
SOA, Justified to me.
In terms of storytelling, that's the show that for me sells it, because it's just there's so much about that show that's going on.
FX needs to get back to doing their own originals that are
that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
That'd be kick-ass.
And then obviously next month we get our show, The Return.
Shorzy?
Well, that too. We do get that extra season. I thought it came out on Christmas. It actually was in Crave TV when it came out in Canada. We get it in February 21st, I think, is when it comes out.
They've already been greenlit for another season.
Yeah, I know. Which he only says he's going to do a few more with that.
Let's go!
No, we get the return of one of our favorite Doctor shows. I'm no Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks
old.
What happened to him? What happened to Zach Braff?
Age.
You don't age like that unless you're under stress.
I mean, he really hasn't done a lot of acting except for the commercial stuff.
He
does all the T-Mobile things. There's that too.
A lot. His stuff's weird too.
Well, I mean, I think he's always been that kind of guy. I always thought he would be really good as a Shaun of the Dead kind of dude. Fitting into that kind of a universe.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm excited for it. because it's the return of the cast.
The whole cast.
Yeah,
except for the two guys that passed away.
Yeah, unfortunately, no lawyer, unfortunately, which is sad. But no Ted. They're gonna play that song though at some point. I have it too on my phone. I love their Hey Ya version. It's fantastic. You know how many times I've heard that at weddings because of that show? So many.
Listen.
I know the harmonies and everything to a point by now.
To me, that show and probably Psych are the two shows that kind of entertained me the most back in the day.
Okay. Scrubs was one I just came across on like Comedy Central one day, and I was just like, I don't know why, but I like this show.
It's genius.
Yeah, and I saw it when I was like 12, but I wanted to keep watching it, and I was just like, all right, I'm in. Like, this is a good show. And then I finally, when I hit college, I was like, I'm gonna actually watch it from beginning to end, and I was like, this might be one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Yeah,
like of doctor shows especially. I mean, I'm going to say this. The Pit right now is my all-time great favorite.
I still have not gotten through season 1.
Be prepared.
Oh, I've heard that it gets very graphic.
It does. It gets graphic and it deals with some serious subjects, but it's that realism that it follows that I think is so captivating.
Yeah.
Because you don't get that with a lot of these shows.
My mom's told me horror stories.
And every doctor that, even my doctor has said, he's like, oh, I've watched the show. And I'm like, accurate? He's like, it's the most medically accurate drama you will find on television.
100%.
By far. You will never find anything.
My mom loved ER.
Yeah.
And I watched it with her.
Yeah.
And I'd look at her and go, does this really go on? And she goes, no, doctors and nurses do not fall in love like this ever.
Yeah. By the way,
nurses don't like doctors.
Yes. By the way, guess who was from ER that's now the head doctor there on the Pit? Noah. The head doctor,
Yeah, no,
he's from ER.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh, yeah.
Until I saw him on a podcast, and he's like, yeah, that's what my first doctor role was on ER, and I was like, what?
He swore to God after ER he would never play a doctor
That's
ever
what
again.
he said. And I was like, and now he's like America's doctor.
Yeah.
Which is nuts. I think, what was it?
I'm sorry, he's always going to be the librarian to me.
Nah, I get that. I was gonna say
he's a doctor and a librarian.
He's a doctor and a librarian. I get that. But no, it's Scrub. I can't wait for the second season. This reboot of Scrubs.
Yeah,
this is going to be fantastic. And I'm so excited to see just what they can do.
Yeah,
I really am, because
if it's if
you can touch
same
the same
writers,
tones,
same everything, same producers. So
I'm expecting JD with Dr. Head. I'm Dr. Cox calling him girls' names. I can't wait.
By the way, that poor man has been typecast ever since Scrubs to be that a-hole in everything that he does.
Listen, he's perfect.
He was on Chicago PD and played a mean a-hole,
of course,
chief of police kind of guy.
Which is crazy because he was in Full Metal Platoon, as like where he plays a great role in there as like one of the soldiers, and then he's in Office Space where he just plays he plays like the perfect like corporate guy that's way too happy to be there in the morning. By the way, like that guy, it's gonna be a great day, guys. We're gonna have a good time. All right, see you later. And just great. I'm like, I've had that boss. I don't know how many different times. So there's a lot of good stuff to watch out there. It's far and few in between. Maybe you got to find the good in the cracks, because there's some bad out there, I will say.
Well, the rookies going to Monday nights.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Due to them trying to launch a new detective show called RJ Decker, I believe it's what it is.
Okay.
Not sure how I feel about that.
Just bring back Monk, for God's sakes. I would love that. I was watching some stuff back on that recently. So good.
Yeah.
Like I said, folks, there's a lot of good stuff out there. You kind of have to.
I'm waiting for the next Psych movie. They said they're done, but I doubt it. They need one more to completely
just to kind of close it out.
To close it out to where they're both having kids at the same time. And solving mysteries.
Solving the last few mysteries, closing it out. It would be. Oh, and I will say one more I've been watching recently because I never got a chance to. Warrior.
The one off of Cinemax?
HBO, yeah, the Cinemax.
I thought I told you about this show.
Oh, you did. You did. And everybody.
Some of the greatest choreographed kung fu martial arts action I've ever seen.
Andrew Kogi, you give me hope that this Street Fighter movie is going to be off the chain because you as Ryu, I can totally. Do you want to be in the Mortal Kombat movie too? Can you be in that too? I mean, I'm excited for that too. Don't get me wrong, because Carl Urban as Johnny. Oh, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be so good.
The Boys.
The Boys.
Final
Yeah,
season of
that's right. The
is
Boys
coming out soon.
God, that's right. And I just finished the Gen X 2 season 2.
Gen V.
Gen V. Yeah.
What'd you think of that?
Thought it was
Real
good.
quick.
Yeah, I thought it was good. It's putting all the storylines together where
For a big finale.
the finale is gonna be that's gonna be bloody explosive. I can't wait. It's gonna be so. Then I can't wait for what's his name? Not Captain America, Homelander.
Homelander.
I can't wait for him to be in Resident Evil because he says he wants to be, as he should. You should play Wesker because you look exactly like
with Mila.
No more Mila. No more Mila. I'm sorry, man. She's not coming back to the franchise. Actually, she said she would do a guest appearance, but she doesn't want to be the focal point anymore.
That's fine.
Which I said, good. Build it around Chris. Build it. You have the video games. Just write it out. All you got to do. Just come up with the script. And hurry up with the Jurassic Park and Dino Crisis remix. Come on. On the lane. All right. I'm good.
All right. That's going to do it for us today here on Blow the Whistle. We're going to be back Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back
as long
Wednesday.
as you're not dead in bed.
70% right now.
All right.
I've gone down 10%. I'm up and about more than I probably should have been today, but it is what it is. We'll see how the days run me over this week, but I should be all right.
There you go.
For me, David Double D Dykstra,
Andrew Pepe Valentin.
We will see you on Wednesday. Stay positive, be positive, surround yourself with positive people, and positive things will happen for you. We'll talk to you next time here on Blow the Whistle.